Hello, and we're live with my UK EU podcast and YouTube channel. And welcome, Marian. How are you today?
Hi, this is Kate. I'm very good. It's beautiful to see you.
Wonderful. We might have a bit of a delay on here because my internet is. We've got some more hot weather here in the UK, and of course, for some reason that's affecting the Wi-Fi. But anyway, so apologies. Now, I want to know this very interesting thing. Why did you want to? Well, first of all, have a spiritual path, but then why opt to have a spiritual guide on a path? Is there any value to having a guide to help you with spiritual growth, or can you just get it in books? Or, can you tell us a little bit about your own journey?
Yes, thank you so much for that I can be here. And I'm sitting in Dublin at the moment, and we're not having this heat problem here in Ireland with the router. So we're pretty safe on that side. And I was thinking about this question and contemplating, and I realized that I had mentors along my way in my life, even before stepping onto the path and the lineage of King Solomon. And these mentors, they were always really helpful for me because they literally were like shortcuts to questions I really had and to blockages I encountered in my life. So I had some mentors along the way, and I already knew the value because sometimes I had a question that I was contemplating in my mind and rotating around, and I spent weeks with that question. And sometimes I was putting it away, then it was coming back. The months were going by, and then I was speaking it out. And then, oh my goodness, the person in front of me gave me an answer that I was not able even to think in that direction. And now it was clear, the path was again free, and I could walk and when I got initiated into the lineage of King Solomon and I had my spiritual guide in front of me, I just knew that is really important to have a person who has a wealth of knowledge, who has experience in that field of spirituality, and all the seeking I had. So from the very beginning, I just knew it's so valuable.
And so with someone who has walked the path a little bit further, that they're there to help and support you, do they just tell you what to do? Like you mentioned other mentors and such, and then you mentioned something very interesting, like they would just give you another idea to think about. Is that, does a spiritual guide, do they tell you what to do, or do they help you get to the answer? How does it usually work?
Yes. So that's it. I think it's so a multi-angle question, because the spiritual guide, my spiritual guide, not only helped me to step forward on the path, but I could come to my guide with several life questions. Either it was relationships, jobs, career. I encountered challenges, and when I thought these challenges were mainly outside of myself, he pointed of things that I was like, oh my God, that's something within me. And the guide in the lineage has, I would say, a higher light he can shine. It's more like a torch, or just like a big light he can bring onto me, which I couldn't see so much. And as this got highlighted within, I was like, and this obstacle in a job or the obstacle in a relationship was actually an obstacle I had also with stepping forward on the path to the next initiation. and program. I was like, oh my God, he is so clever. Like, without, in the most divine way, like giving like a hint with a like wink wink. And it's like, wow. And with that I saw the value that the path of initiation reflects in all areas of my life. It's not separate from, there's the path and here's my life, and it's all interwoven. So it was never like, do that thing. It was a help, or that was helping me on all levels of my life to step forward.
Yeah, I love expectation. And what I love about that even more so is that when it's within us, when the challenge is the issue or the problem or whatever you want to call it is within us, I really like that because I know I can fix it. If the problem is outside of me, I mean, how can I, I can't, it's not, okay, well, maybe I can work on this right away.
Yes, absolutely. What I loved as well is, I mean, it saved myself so much time speaking to my guide in the lineage when I really had something that I could not fix on my own, not solve on my own. I was seeing my guide for either a consultation, we were speaking on the phone, or was visiting him in his center, or I came for a session, and sometimes he recommended something to me. He would say, Marian, maybe this is helpful. This session is maybe helpful. And sometimes I was like, oh my God, like that's maybe not the answer. I wish I wanted to have something that I can do. Maybe it's a masculine thing as well. I want to do something about it now. And at the end, I must say, my guide was always right. Even after years, I was like, oh my goodness, he said that thing 2 years ago that I have resisted. And now I came to the conclusion that he was right even 2 years ago. And when I had this a few times, I was like, no, like when my guide is saying something, I will take a moment, I will contemplate. And when I acted upon it, boom, I came quantum leap. So
yeah, very magical. Yeah, it's just having the best, like you said, perspective, or shined down on you, so that then you can take really cool action. But as you say, when you take that action, then real magic happens. It's like a quantum leap of, wow, I didn't even know this was possible. So yeah, I love that. I love that. Marian, how can people contact you? You're in Dublin, and if people wanted to have a little chat to you about, receiving healings, teachings, that kind of thing, where can they get hold of you?
yes, so I'm in Dublin in Ireland, and I have a website called marianbarno.com. It's basically my name, and I love teaching these foundational classes at the moment, and in the mystery school tradition, but also giving healing sessions. And yeah, that's a way to contact. Thank you so much.
Look at that. So yes, please
Amazing.
contact Marian if you yes, look at that. A little bit of
That's
magic.
fancy.
And thank you so much for sharing your thank you so much for sharing your direct experience in having someone as a spiritual guide in a lineage. So thank you so much
for
for
having me
that.
here. And yeah, it was a great joy to share this.